Hello everyone. So previously we had successfully discussed on the topic proxy pattern, right? So today we'll be discussing on the topic strategy design pattern. So this is going to be the last pattern that we'll be discussing in this particular playlist, right? So let's see what the uh, yeah what the let's get into the definition part. Just give me a second, 1 second here. Yeah, let's get into the definition part. Let's see what the definition part say here. Strategy pattern defines a family of algorithms. It defines the family of algorithms. It encapsulates each one. Yep, each of the algorithms that is provided, right? It defines the family of algorithms first of all. Then it encapsulates one by one, right? Each one, right? And makes these interchangeable at the runtime. Make them interchangeable at the runtime without changing the client code. Yeah, that's what the strategy pattern does actually. It allows us to select the algorithm's behavior at runtime. It allows us to select the algorithm's behavior at runtime, right? So the client delegates. What does the client do here? The client delegates work to the strategy object instead of hard coding logic. What does the client do? Client delegates work to the strategy object instead of hard coding logic, right? So this is about the strategy design pattern. Let's do one thing. Let's try to understand the same thing with the generic UML, and then we can just come to the this one example part or the example code actually. Yeah, let's try to understand the same thing with a generic UML. So now let's start with the same. So this is the generic UML for the strategy pattern. Yeah, just give me a second here. 1 second. Yep. So first, let's do one thing. Let's go with the strategy interface. Yeah, this one actually. Let's move on with the strategy interface first thing. So what it does, so this declares the common method that all the algorithms must implement. Common method. See, this one, concrete strategy A, this one, as well as this one, the same thing. This one, concrete A, concrete B, as well as the concrete C. Concrete strategy A, strategy B, and strategy C actually. Yep. So that's what the strategy it does actually. Strategy interface, what it does, it declares the common method that all the algorithms must implement. As simple as that. Next, let's move on with a concrete strategy A or concrete strategy B. Right. So here, see, and C, concrete strategy C. See here. So we provide different implementations of the same algorithm that is defined by the strategy. Yeah, it provides, sorry, not we provide, it provides different implementations of the same algorithm that is defined by the strategy, right? So this is one of the thing. It provides different implementations of the same algorithm that is defined by the strategy. Yep. So this is fine, I believe. This is fine. Yep. Uh, concrete strategy A, concrete strategy B, and concrete strategy C. Yep. So this is fine. Next, after it provides the different implementations of the same algorithm that is defined by the strategy, we will move on with the context. Actually, this one we will move on with the context. Yeah. So context, what it does, it maintains the reference to the strategy object. Yeah, it maintains the reference to the strategy object and it delegates the work to it. And it delegates the work to it. As simple as that. See what it does, it just maintains the reference to the strategy again. So this one you can clearly see here, right? It maintains the reference to the strategy object and delegates the work to it and delegates the work to it. So this is fine, I believe. Next, what happens actually? Next, what happens? Let's move on with the client actually. Client, so client basically what it does, it decides which concrete strategy to use and inject it into the context, right? We have concrete strategy A, concrete strategy B, as well as the concrete strategy C here, right? Client should be able to decide which concrete strategy to use, right? So that will be done by the client. Client decides which concrete strategy to use and injects the same thing into the context, right? Then let's move on with the loose coupling part. Loose coupling, what it does, the context depends only on the strategy interface. Yeah, the context depends only on the strategy interface, not on the concrete implementation. Again, I'm saying this. This is very important. Context depends only on the strategy interface. Yep, context depends on only on the strategy interface. It does not depend on the concrete implementations. It does not depend on the, or yeah, basically it does not depend on the concrete implementation. It depends only on the strategy interface. Yeah. Then finally, runtime flexibility. Let's speak about the runtime flexibility here. Strategy can be changed at the runtime without modifying the context code. Without modifying the context code. So this is it about the generic UML for the strategy pattern, strategy design pattern. So let me close this one. Yeah. Let's move on with the example code. Let's try to understand the example, right? Basically, let's try to understand the strategy pattern via example code, right? So first thing what we are doing here, as per the UML discussion, actually, just give me a second, 1 second. Yeah. So first thing here, let's go with the strategy interface. So this is the strategy interface, right? The payment strategy that we are going with. So this is the strategy interface. So this is the common method for all the strategies, actually. This one. Yeah, void pay method pay, actually. Yeah, this is the common method for all the strategies that we use. See, and this one, second one, credit payment, which is implementing the payment strategy, nothing but the this one interface, right? So this is nothing but the abstraction. Yep. So this part is nothing but the abstraction, right? So we are going with a concrete strategy via credit card payment that implements the payment strategy. So within the pay method, what we are doing, so we are going with a pay plus we are concatenating amount plus using credit card. So this thing, basically what it does, so this one, what do we call? So we're just printing certain things for the interactiveness. Next, let's go with a concrete this one strategy 2. So this is the concrete strategy 1. This is the concrete strategy 2. So in our case, in the UML, it was mentioned concrete strategy A, B, C, right? So this is the concrete strategy 2, A, B, C, 1, 2, right? So see here. Again, we are doing the same thing, actually. The only thing is, so we have the same method inside the UPI payment as well. All we have to do is pay, because this pay, it is the common method for all the strategies as discussed, right? So let me remove this. Now let's move on with the this one, payment context. Actually, payment context, what it does, so this is the context. This acts as a context. When I say this acts as the context, so first what we will do, so we have to provide the reference to the strategy. We have to provide the reference to the strategy. Private payment strategy, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. So after providing the reference to the strategy, we have to set the strategy at runtime. So that's what we are doing. We are setting the strategy to the runtime. Yeah, so this is fine. Next, finally, what do? We have to delegate the work to the strategy as discussed. We have to delegate the work to the strategy as discussed. Yep, so this is fine, I believe. Next, what we'll do, let's move on with the client, actually. Let's move on with the client, actually, main method. Let's move on with the client. So here, uh, payment context. So this one, we have to create the context, right? So first we have successfully created the context. This is fine. Then we have to choose the strategy. We have to choose the strategy. So we have this one called the instance, actually, credit card payment. So then we are executing the strategy here, right? So we are calling the pay amount method and passing 1,000 rupees here. Again, the same thing, actually. And this one is credit card payment. This is via new, uh, UPI payment, actually, right? So we are creating, we are called the instance credit card payment, UPI payment. So this is fine. We are just paying the amount 500, 5,000 via this one credit card payment and 500 via UPI payment. This is fine, I believe. As simple as that. Yeah, we have successfully executed the strategy. We have successfully chosen the strategy and executed the strategy after creating the context. So this is nothing but we have successfully created the context here. Let me remove this one and let me run the code. So this one is fine. Yep. So let's go with paid 1,000 using the credit card. So we have paid 1,000 using the credit card. So this part, actually, this is fine. Paid 100 using the UPI. So this is fine. Yeah. Uh, yep. So this is fine. Yep. Paid 1,000 using the credit card. Paid 1,000 using UPI. We are getting the correct output, basically. Yeah. So I'll just explain this one step by step. So credit card payment strategy is selected. We are selecting the credit card payment strategy here, right? So pay 1,000 is called via context. So this one pay 1,000. So whatever we are going with here, pay amount of 1,000. So this is called via context. Then we are just going with the output, right? Paid 1,000 using the credit card. So we are getting the correct output here. Then what we are doing? So strategy changes to the UPI payment. So we are calling the UPI payment here. Strategy changes to the UPI payment. Then pay of 500, pay amount of 500, whatever we have given here. So this executes the new logic. Finally, output, we have to get paid 500 using UPI. That's what we are getting here, right? So we are getting the correct output. we are getting the correct output actually. We are getting the correct output, right? So this is fine, I believe. We are getting the correct output. This is fine. So whatever the output that we have got is completely correct. Whatever the output that we got is completely correct. So this is it about the strategy pattern actually. Next, what we'll do, let's move on with the real world applications. Yeah, let's move on with the real world applications, right? So the first one here, the first one, so um, first real world application would be, so it is commonly used in the payment systems, right? So the same example that we considered here as well, right? It is commonly used in the payment systems. So we can just go with the different strategies, whether it may be card, whether it may be UPI, whether it may be wallet, whether it may be net banking as well, right? So the second this one. Second real world application here would be it is used in the sorting algorithms mainly. Yeah, it is used in quick sort actually. It is used in we can use that one in the for the quick sort, merge sort, heap sort. Yeah, so different strategies. So it is we can use the same thing strategy design pattern for the sorting algorithms as well. The third one, it can be used within the compression tools as well. It can be used within the compression tools as well, whether it may be zip, whether it may be RAR, and whether it may be 7zip or 7z actually. Yeah, this is fine. The final one is this one. It is also used in the navigation apps actually. It is also used in the navigation apps, right? So it is used in the car, bike, walk route as well, right? It is used in the walk route as well. Yep, so this is fine, I believe. For the car, bikes, and walkers, we can just make use of the pattern, right? This one, strategy pattern directly. Yep, for the within the navigation apps actually. Yeah, these are some of the real world applications. So the first one, payment system, sorting algorithms. It is nothing but the compression tools, and also the also within the navigation apps. So this is fine, I believe. So let me remove this one. And the main thing, let's move on with the final part, nothing but the complexities. Let's move on with the final part, nothing but the complexities. Yeah, so this is fine actually. Yeah, complexity. So what would be the time complexity here? The time complexity would lead to big of 1. The time complexity would lead to big of 1. So what will be the time complexity? The time complexity would lead to big of 1. Why? Because of the strategy selection and the method call. Both are of the constant time. So the time complexity would lead to big of 1. Space complexity would lead to big of 1 as well. Why it leads to big of 1? Because we are selecting only one strategy object reference, right? Only one strategy object reference is being stored. So overall space complexity would lead to big of 1 as well. So the time complexity and the space complexity for the code that we have written would lead to big of 1 and big of 1 respectively, right? So this is it for the this one strategy pattern. So we have discussed all the 10 patterns, man. Yeah, we have successfully discussed all the 10 patterns, starting from the singleton pattern to the strategy pattern. Just now we are finished with this one strategy pattern, right? So we are done with the 10 design patterns. Yep, so this is fine. Yep, so this is fine. We are done with the strategy pattern. Yep, so next what we'll be doing, I'll just continue with the I'll just continue solving this one, what do we call, um, LLD problems actually. After I finished, so we are done with almost 30 LLD problems, right? So we are done with the 30 LLD problems actually. So we are left with 20 more problems actually. So I'll just finish it off in a week, right? I'll finish it off in a week. So let's solve some 3 problems a day. So let's finish that one within a week, and so that we can just move on with the other stuff. Other stuff, when I say other stuff, let's move on with the other stuff like this one. What do we call? Uh, uh, this one, algorithms actually. That's going to be the last playlist without I mean before moving on with the frameworks actually, whether it may be JavaScript frameworks, Java frameworks, or the this one, Python frameworks. Yeah, so whatever I will be mainly working on, so that frameworks I'll take first actually to explain, so within the YouTube. So one thing is, so let's finish the LLD problems. Let's finish solve the LLD problems within a week. So next Monday. So we are left with 20 problems, right? We can solve 3 problems a day actually. Yep, we can solve 3 problems a day. So that we can do. So we'll do that for the next 1 week. So then after that, we can just move on with the last this one, a playlist within the Java. That's nothing but the this one. All the Algorithms in the sense, yep, all the algorithms that is required for the CPI. I have already done the same thing using Python, but as I've said, so currently I am giving the interviews. So currently I am giving the interviews, and algorithms will play the side this one a vital role actually. In simple terms, algorithms plays the vital role. If you know the uh, algorithms pretty well, it will be really easy to implement certain things. Yeah, it will be easily. I mean, we can just implement certain things very easily. Yep. So that I'm thinking of doing, and it also helps in the CP as well. I give CP this one with a yeah, I give contests and the code forces basically by making use of the Java itself. Even the lead code contests I do give in the Java. I used to give in the JavaScript. Then I was giving in JavaScript and the Python. Sorry, Java and the Python. Actually, first two problems I used to do with the Python, and the last two problems I used to do with the Java. Now I'm entirely doing with the Java actually mainly. So I have practiced enough, but yeah. It'll help in the this one CP as well, competitive coding or the competitive programming. So let's do one thing. So I give contests as much as possible in the code forces. Every contest, I try to give every contest, right? So algorithms plays the vital role, as you guys know. So let's discuss around 150 algorithms. Yeah, let's discuss around 150 algorithms, all the algorithms. So we have already discussed around 120 or the 130 algorithms in the Python actually. The same thing. So, but let's discuss I was practicing that one in the Java as well. So let's do that one for the YouTube actually. Yeah. Uh, let's do that one for the YouTube. First, next for the next 7 days, let's do one thing. Let's solve all the LLD problems actually. We are left with, as I've said, we are left with 20 problems actually. Let's complete that one in a week by next Monday actually. We can so that we can start the algorithms either on the next Tuesday or one day I can just take the break and start on the Wednesday, or let's start on the Tuesday. Let's see. But let's finish solving the LLD problems first. Then let's think of taking the break, or let's see that one later actually. Yeah, so this is fine. So we are done with this part. We are done with this part actually. Yeah. Yeah, so this is it for the strategy pattern. Yeah, we have discussed all the 10 patterns. So this is it for the strategy pattern. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.